Minister, thanks very, very much indeed for joining us today to talk about a subject that I know is of enormous interest to you personally, and that's non-formal education and learning. But I wanted to start with your own education and your own background. What were the experiences that you had as a young person yourself? And how did they impact your approach now to the way in which you lead the area of youth empowerment within Mauritius?
Actually, I had the chance, to follow my primary and secondary education in public schools, which laid a lot of emphasis on what we are calling now non-formal education. Like sports, leisure, artistic, arts, religion also, and this helped me to become a good human being, not only a person with a lot of academic certificates, but a person with human background, a person with love for the others. And in my career also as a former teacher, a French teacher, I had the opportunity to have a lot of non-formal courses which helped me in my teaching also. I think also it also becomes from the family, we here in Mauritius, we are very, very we have very strong ties with the family. We live in extended families with grandfather, grandmother, and we all, group together for major events like Christmas, like Easter, and New Year. There's always a reason to meet the family and to have fun together. So I think this background helped me to become like you say, I'm a champion of non-formal and learning education. Yeah.
It's interesting. You speak as a former teacher, and so am I. Do you think that an emphasis in schools on non-formal education and learning changes the relationship that exists between a teacher and the young people in their charge?
Absolutely. Let me just give you one of the many things that I used to do, like when I was a teacher. The young ones that come to college after their primary schooling, on the very first week, what I always do is not to work at all. Put away all the books, put away all the copybooks, put away all the pens, and we go outside. We go outside on the football pitch, and every day we had a special game. This helped in these young people. They were girls. It was a girls' college. These young girls to know each other first. This allowed them to get acquainted with their new environment, the college, and this gave me also the opportunity to observe and to know who they are, what are their specific, aptitudes, who are right-handed, who are left-handed. This is important. In the way they sit in class, this is, I think, very important to know who are left-handed, because they always have the difficulty to live in a right-handed world. So all these things, I've been doing it for a whole week. And what I did also, I was responsible of the drama club of the college. I was responsible for the drama club. So we stayed twice a week after school hours, and we trained, and we had, plays. We started to prepare plays, giving them drama techniques. And this is I think these were the most important moments of their life. They most enjoyed this than the French class. So it was really an important moment, you know, for the students, for the kids. Yeah, yeah.
That's really interesting. And I as a former drama teacher myself,
We have
I
a lot in
approve.
common.
I approve of your interest. So that's
great.
terrific. When you yourself were growing up, one of the things we talk about is young people finding their purpose, their passion, and their place in the world. Can you think of any particular experiences that you had as a young person that stand out in your mind as those sort of learning milestones when you thought to yourself, oh, that's how the world works?
I think that, you know, in fact, it is the teacher. It is mostly the teacher who allows this, you know, these wonderful things to happen in the head of children. Of course, we are here to deliver academic subjects and help them through their career, help them through their exams and things like that. But it is really the teacher who ignites things in the head of young people. And I always had a French teacher. I think the passion of teaching French comes from this particular person I'm thinking about. We use in a class of, you know, 45 minutes, we used to work only 5 minutes, and the other 40 minutes it's about talking about life and talking about everything. One day I had the courage to ask him, so with all respect, we have a syllabus to finish. We have HSC, higher school, Cambridge exams that are coming, and French is a major subject. I think I will be doing it in university, doing it for my career. And unfortunately, we are studying only for 5 minutes in a 45-minute class. And he smiled at me. He smiled at me, and he said, you know, my young friend, these 40 minutes that we are taking, talking about life, talking about everything, you know, this is the 40 minutes that will allow you to pass your exams, not the 5-minute academic course that I will be delivering to you. And I went home, and this, you know, went in my mind for some days and days. I tried to understand how, but it was afterwards when I finished school and I got my results, then I realized what he was trying to say. And I went to meet him and to say, thank you, sir. And because of what you have said and what you have been doing, I think I will follow your path, and I will honor you by becoming a French teacher myself. These are the special moments that young people need, you know, so that they can be guided and see the world differently, see life differently. And we use also, you know, because I was following my classes in my studies in a Catholic college, and we had catechism classes, and once a year we have a residential religious retreat where we go for a weekend somewhere far from our place of residence, staying with friends, and not only reading the Bible, of course, or else I would have been a priest, but the Bible also, but, you know, take time with friends and the animators who are there, and trying to have, let us see how we are going to live our lives and so on. So these are the very special moments that really, I think, you know, give the young people the moment to think about life. Yeah.
It's really interesting that you should use the term animateur,
yeah,
because I think that in English, that's quite a difficult concept for people to get their head around. We use terms like mentors, and of course we have the term teacher. but I don't think we have an equivalent of that French term animateur. And yet, for me, that's the closest I can think of to the relationship that we have in the award between what we would call award leaders and the young people that work with them. There's that gentle partnership between the two that is both challenging on behalf of the adult and yet respecting the interests of the young person in terms of deciding what the actions will be in order to reach the learning intentions that exist. And I wonder now, as Minister for Youth Empowerment, where you see the role of people serving that role of leader, animateur, facilitator, in terms of helping young people find a purpose in their life, and perhaps particularly in terms of community service. Where does that fit with your own vision for Mauritius and its young people?
Oh, these people are the most important one. We really need them, to help us in all the non-formal part of education and all the programs and activities that we have at the level of the ministry. First of all, mathematically speaking, the youth officers of the ministry won't be enough to cover the whole Republic of Mauritius. That's the mathematical part of it. But secondly, the leaders, the animators, they are from the community of these young people. They live with them. The animators know these young people by heart. They know their family, their background, where do they live, and what they are doing, and they are near to these young people, And for me, for my ministry, for my officers, the leaders, the animators, they are the most essential human factor that we need, so that these programs, can really benefit the youngsters. And we deal a lot with these people.
It's funny, isn't it? Because as a teacher, I had a particular relationship with the young people in my care, but I was also a voluntary youth leader as well. And I think the two complemented each other very well. I think I was a better teacher because I met the young people outside the classroom. And
Totally
I think I was a better facilitator, a better leader, because I understood the concept of learning intentions and helping young people towards particular objectives. Is that what's happening within Mauritius at the moment?
Absolutely. This was my case, and this continues to be the case now, where we have a lot of teachers helping us in the Joke of Edinburgh program. This has been the very best way for us to democratize the program, that we bring it to colleges, and we try to bring the teachers in the program, and this really helped us a lot. And we have testimonies of these teachers, and we have also other staff of the colleges that help us also. Not only teachers, we have administrative staff, we have attendants, we have everybody that in the school that are willing to come and help us in leading the program. Absolutely, I totally agree with you.
Oh, it's interesting. You mentioned the awards specifically, and I guess we would say that it's an excellent description of what great not formal education and learning can look like. If I ask you in your position as Minister for Youth Empowerment specifically, what role do you think non-formal education and learning can play in helping young people to be empowered and wonderful future citizens?
The thing is that when I was a kid myself, this non-formal part was being fulfilled by parents and grandparents. It was like that in almost every country around the world. Although this has not disappeared in Mauritius, but it has decreased because of both parents working and not necessarily have enough time to, you know, fulfill these roles. And then come the school. And the school now has become so competitive, and the students, they lay a lot of emphasis on their studies. There's a lot of competition. They have a lot of work. The syllabus, like we say, is, you know, is big and not enough time with lockdowns and so on. It remains that this non-formal education has to continue. It is most important that this has to continue. So there are a lot of authorities that can help in that. There are NGOs doing it in Mauritius. My ministry, we have so many programs and activities that will help in this non-formal education. And it is a fact that we cannot do without non-formal education. This is very clear. We cannot let our young people to have only formal education. Impossible. Because I'm not saying nothing new, because we all know that non-formal education give the young person all the tools that he needs to face the difficulties of life. And this cannot necessarily be taught in a mathematics class, in a science class, and things like that, you know. So we are making a lot of effort at the level of the ministry to maintain all the activities or the programs that forms part of the non-formal education. Yeah.
And where does the award sit in that space for the nation of Mauritius?
The award is a very important component. In Mauritius, the government gives my ministry a budget for all the financial implication concerning Duke of Edinburgh Award. And this, you know, makes that the award is completely free of cost. And in that way, we are sending a message to all our youngsters to say to them that the award is available to each and everybody of young people of the Republic of Mauritius. And we are also, you know, we have democratized a lot the concept of the award by going in every school, in every college, contacting so many groups that exist and telling them that they have this project. We have the award policy paper also. We have the award policy paper that defines all the operation of the award. And when the gold awardees receive their medals and certificate, this is done at the very highest level of the state, that is at the president's level. And for the other level, like gold, like bronze and silver, I try as much as possible to go and deliver the certificates. This is the message that the state values a lot the award program, and we totally support the award program.
It's wonderful to hear that. And as you know, one of the things that we're looking to do is to amplify that commitment across the Commonwealth at the forthcoming Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. What would be the message that you would want to share with your peers, heads of government as well, around the world, about the importance of non-formal education and learning?
Uh, maybe we've have no lesson to give to anybody, but just like you said, to share the experience of Mauritius. Is that we have seen the how do we say the fruits of the seeds that we have sowed in the soil, if we can take it like that. And we have a young we have the young people of Mauritius who are fully equipped so that they can slowly and gradually start to enter in the world of work, to become young adults, to eventually take this country in their hands, to join the workforce. We have seen it in all our youngsters that are doing the award, and we have several times we have testimonies coming from them wherever they are in around the world, saying that, oh, thank you. They send a letter to Mr. Judah saying thank you for all that they have been learning. And last year, during the lockdown of last year, we asked, and we are doing it now also, we asked young people all around the island to send us small videos saying that what they are doing during lockdown and so on. And one young man sent a video saying that because of the award, he has learned how to cook food. And he's being able to deal with, because shops were closed. So he was able to deal with his daily meal. So he knows exactly what to prepare. And you see, what they have been learning during the award is helping them practically in real life. So I think this is the most important message that my friends all around the world should get, that the award allows young people to deal with life, because life is not really easy sometimes, especially in this period of pandemic, and we really need strength. We really need other things that are what we have learned at school to deal with this situation. And the award gives that. It's all there.
As you can imagine, I wholeheartedly agree. This has got to have been the strangest 18 months in our lives, I guess. But for you and I, sir, 18 months is perhaps a blip in our lives. For the young people that we both seek to serve, it's a sizable portion of their young lives. Mm. I know that you are extremely committed to the area of mental health and resilience. How do you think the work that we both champion has helped young people to build their resilience and keep them healthy mentally over the last 18 months?
Yeah, it's true that mental health, mental wellness is something very important for all human beings, for adults, for kids, for youngsters, and having to face this situation with the COVID-19 pandemic all around the world demands a lot on our mental capacity, demands a lot on our resilience, but I think that the young people of Mauritius, and I think that young people all around the world that has been doing different activities, be it the award or all the other activities, sports activities, drama, everything. I think that these young people, they are really, really armed to face the difficult challenges of life. I think this doing activities has become a culture, and this helps them mentally, morally, and they are prepared to face the difficulties of life. Like I've said, actually, we are still asking young people to send us videos. If you have some time, just get on the Facebook page, Ministry of Youth Empowerment, and you will see a lot of videos that the young people are sending us. And for the moment, most of them, they are those doing the award. And we can see them active at home with a small plot of land, growing some vegetables. Others are painting their houses. Others are helping in I don't know, in music. Others are practicing, you know, their music. The most important thing is that they have something to do. They have something that keeps them, you know, busy, so that they don't have time to think about all the negativity of being at home and being locked at home. Mental health is you know, even though you are facing a very difficult situation, you are strong enough in your head so that you can overcome all these difficulties. And of course, the award is the champion in doing that, you know. Yeah.
One of the things that I picked up from the videos that I have seen,
yeah,
and you've already mentioned it, are the number of young people who have used lockdown as a way to find opportunities to give service to their local community.
Yes.
And that I've found to be immensely exciting. Now, yeah, the award has always championed volunteering and voluntary service. But I wonder whether the last few months have perhaps helped young people to see where they sit within their communities and their responsibilities towards their communities in a way that perhaps previously they hadn't. I don't know. What's your feeling?
In fact, you know, we had the chance of being COVID safe. We had the first COVID-19 contamination around March last year, and by end of June, we were COVID safe. So all the activities started again. Physically, and young people were able to go and do everything they have been doing all this time. And I think that the fact that they have been staying at home for 3 months, they really valued the moment when they get back again on the streets. They really valued this moment, and they realized that life is important, life is full of joy, and that there were some people that really needed their help during the lockdown, and they started to go again and doing their volunteering all around the island. This year, we entered again in a lockdown, as from March again, we have extended the lockdown till end of April. But there is a lot of young people in their locality that are going out with the permission and the help of the police, helping people in, you know, giving some food packs, for instance, helping young, old people to go and buy the gas cylinder, for example. Others are helping in going for shopping, because during the lockdown, you can go for shopping on alphabetical order. So all the old people that cannot walk, that cannot go around, these young people are volunteering, taking the money and going to the supermarket and buying their goods and bringing back to them. So with this pandemic situation, the young people of Mauritius has adapted to a new volunteering system. Because in the past, you know, what they were doing mostly for volunteering is in the cases where we had floods and cyclones. Yes, this was the traditional volunteering items that we did. after a cyclone, we all go on the streets and clean everything, you know. But now with the pandemic, the youngsters have realized that there is a new style, a new type of volunteering that they can do, and they have adapted to it. Yeah.
I guess we should probably look towards the future now. One of the things that I'm often heard saying is that we're now helping to prepare young people for jobs that have not yet been invented. What are the skills, the behaviors, the attitudes that you think young people should be developing now alongside their very important academic qualifications?
You know what I'm been thinking. I think that it will be the other way. I think it will be the young people that are going to teach us, the adults, because they are easily adapting to this new situation. I just look at my young children at home. I have a daughter of 16 years old, and she will be taking her school certificate examination during this period. And we are all worried at home, mother, grandmother, everybody, that she has to go out with her mask and going and to sit for the exams. On Monday, she had a art and design paper of 8 hours long. And everybody at home was doing some prayers. My mother-in-law said, oh, how she's doing, and worrying about her. But I can tell you, when I picked her up at around 17 hours, she was full of energy. She was joyful. She had a good time doing her art paper, and she didn't complain at all. She did not complain at all. So I think that we need to learn. We need to observe and to learn the young people, and just give them this little push that will guide them and let them go in the different sectors that they really want. In Mauritius, we are trying, you know, to help young people to have entrepreneurial skills, because we think that small and medium businesses might be, you know, an answer to the economic crisis we are all facing. And my ministry and the government at large, we are putting a lot of emphasis on an entrepreneurial skill. And of course, I think that research in science and technology are the different future, you know, things, that sector that young people need to venture into. And they are good in technology, these young people. You know, young kids of 3 or 4 years old know how to use a touch tablet and things like that. So they are very good at technology, and there's a lot to explore in technology and research. So I think this is a broad picture of what we have here in Mauritius and what we have observed. Yeah.
We talked at the beginning of our conversation about the importance of skills and behaviors and attitudes one learns outside the classroom. And sometimes those are described as soft skills. I personally not terribly comfortable with the term soft, because I think that suggests that they're kind of inconsequential. Yeah. But those sorts of skills, are they becoming increasingly important to young people?
Yeah, yes, but you know, my thought is that they already possess these skills. They are in the young people. We just need them to. They just need our help to help them develop these kind of skills. We have been learning about multiple intelligences, and musical intelligence, spatial intelligence, interpersonal and extrapersonal intelligences. Yes, these are the, like we say in commas, the soft skills that these young people really need. But they have it, they have them, they have these skills. We are here with our different programs, with our animators, mentors. We are here to help them develop these skills. Yeah. And of course, together with their academic skills, they can do marvelous things.
I can't think of a better way to complete our conversation. No, we are in the we're in the job of helping young people do marvelous things with their lives.
Absolutely.
I think you've put it so well, Minister. Thank you for your time today, and thank you for the commitment that you provide and the leadership that you provide for young people. That championing is so important.